welcome to the 40th episode of Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name's Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this kooky, crazy Carnival adventure are my good friends, Mr. Thomas Kennedy and Reese Scripture.
There we go.
All right, yeah, we got buttons for that now.
Is that what you
Don't
guys
have to
are
do our
doing?
own sound
Yes.
You guys are too kind.
That is
You're
the
too
only.
kind.
That is the only button you're allowed to push this episode.
Oh my gosh! Wow! Thank you. All right, guys, settle down. Sit back down. Come on. Put your top back on. Come on.
It out.
Come on.
Come
on. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We have a very unique show where we have given you, the viewer, or listener, I guess you would say, because this is a podcast, the chance to be a part of it. You are now controlling our content because now we have this speak pipe thing that's where they leave a voicemail and they can ask us questions. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
This could be very good or very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
Because we're going into this
either way,
blind because you were supposed to screen these things.
I was supposed to screen these. I did not screen anything. I did get everybody's names put down that they put on there.
Well, 90% of them are one person.
Well, I wouldn't say 90%, but we got a few good questions, and I think it's going to be a fun episode.
Yeah.
We're also going to maybe do some tips and tricks, and I think Mr. Reese over there, I think you've got us a new segment you're starting today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is going to be a fun episode.
So did you guys hear about the internet news for Carnival?
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There is another increase, the second increase this year in the internet packages.
Wait. When does this start?
October 1st.
Oh, okay. I'm good then.
Yeah. So the social media package goes from $8.50 per day to $10.20 a day. This is all pre-cruise purchase, and then the value package goes from $11.05 a day to $14.45 a day, and the premium package, which is supposed to be the high end, goes from $14.45 to $17 even, and it does. Most of it is a 15% discount from if you buy it on board. But they do have a 24-hour value rate package rate and a 24-hour premium pass rate, which is $20 a day. So if you just need to hop on, $20 for a full day for the value, and then $30 for the day for the premium.
Okay.
So that's not bad if you just need it for one day.
Yeah, if you need it for like one day, you could kind of plan things out too a little bit. If you just wanted to make it cheaper, maybe plan just a couple days where you're going to have the internet.
I mean, if you're anything like, Trevor's wife or a buddy of ours, Brian, Addie's father, who were taking classes and just needed to do one test in the middle of the cruise. So.
Yeah, and let me tell you how well that went. So back then, you pay by like the minute or something. It was crazy how it worked back then. And so what she did to kind of circumvent it getting too out of hand, like price-wise, was that she would load the page, the test with the questions. It was several pages, and she would turn the Wi-Fi off, and then she would answer everything, turn it back on, and get to the next page. So
that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it really was.
A lot of rigmarole.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of rigmarole. You know what? Speaking of Rigamaroo,
Oh, Lord.
we have the new Rigamaroo collection shirt on
Yes.
our whatever page. It's go to the Facebook page. The link is there. It'll be in the description of this podcast as well, our merch page. But yeah, we got the Rigamaroo collection.
Rigamaroo.
Yes, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And please go out there and buy some stuff.
Yes. I mean, I don't know how many people want to reach level 2, but we've got quite a few people that have joined those ranks. So, yeah.
Of course, we kind of an interesting question from a Megan Shelby on, what level she's in, meaning she's married to you.
Yes. And I said that was probably a level of punishment. So I don't know.
We just have to make something up for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you at least comp her like orgy fee, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd have to.
She gets a discount on the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Well, our good friend Gary, he's joined level 2. Our good friend Steven, he's joined level 2. So
our good friend Catherine has joined level 2 officially.
Yeah.
Hers actually shipped today of the recording. On the day we're recording. So
very cool. Very cool stuff.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. I'm very excited for you. And speaking of t-shirts, and today I am sporting the very fancy and spectacular Have Luggage Will Travel, their shirts today. I was sent it. I didn't have to pay any money for it. It was very nice of them. And so it was a thank you for doing what we do. And so they sent it our way, and I was very happy to receive that.
Which, they keep thanking us for what we do for them, but I mean, being acquainted, affiliated with us, is that really something to brag about?
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not, but I will say if you want to go on the May 20th cruise out of Miami on the Carnival Celebration going to the ABC Islands, I would
celebrate good times.
Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Woo-hoo! Anyways, so contact Amanda Barmore. She will get you set up on that. It's great prices. They've got rooms available. Like I said, these rooms, it's like Tickle Me Elmo. Don't tickle me. Those dolls are coming off the shelves like crazy. So,
and if Amanda has run out of her rooms, she can send you over to. Wow. Okay. If Amanda, oh God.
That is so dark.
Oh God.
Stop tickling me. Why is this my existence?
Oh Lord.
Anyway,
and if Amanda is out of her room, she will send you over to Siobhan Parker, the other travel agent involved in our family reunion group cruise, and she
Parker's
will get you
on
set
the
up.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
They will get you set up either way. And there's a lot of really cool perks going on this cruise. I am so excited about it.
I am too.
Me and Reese are going to have a blast. We're going to have so much fun.
What about me?
I don't know about you.
You're
You're not in our room.
Dude. Well, yeah, but I'm going to be on the cruise.
No. Yeah. We might see you there.
I'm getting worried. What's going to be holding us up in the room?
That's really funny. Hey, when you wave at me, you wave with all your fingers, sir. So, you forgot one. Anyways, so, yeah, this cruise is going to be amazing. I'm not kidding when I say contact them if you're even interested in going, or if you want to go on another cruise. Amanda is my personal travel agent now. So
Yeah, she's mine too.
Yeah, so she's...
And the itinerary is I mean, they do this itinerary like 3 or 4 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very hard to find this itinerary.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list itinerary.
Yep. You can perhaps bring your metal detector and go metal detecting with Reese. And
you could bring your drone and fly around the islands
with Reese.
Drone. Well,
and
I don't know if you could.
I don't know if you do this, Reese. I'm signing you up for hanging out with people.
I am the intern.
You're the funny one, you see. So
yeah,
you
guys, come hang out with
you're the regular who is the funny one.
Yes.
We're not obviously not funny. I mean,
Yeah.
But it is. Yeah.
Oh, too funny. Well,
the people have spoken.
Yes. Oh, so do we want to get to these questions or?
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
excited.
Rip this Band-Aid. So the first one, I will say it is from a loyal listener named Betty.
I hate
Here we
you.
go. Hello, my name is Betty, and I wanted to say that I really love the show. My question would be for Mr. Kennedy. Are you single? Can you let me know? Thank you.
I hate you, Trevor, because
What?
Betty is your character.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, I am crying.
I hate you so much.
so good.
I hate you so much.
Are you going to answer the woman's question?
I'm single, but not for Betty.
Oh. Okay. Well, she didn't ask that. She just wanted to know. It could have been for her granddaughter or her sister,
Whatever.
Rebecca.
Betty is not a real person. It's you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
It's only a character you've been doing for the past 10 years. Come on.
Maybe. So, how about we get to a real question? This one is from Catherine, our newest, one of our first level 2s. So here we go.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have the best birthday experience on board, would you go to main dining on your birthday, or would you do specialty dining on your birthday?
Well, can I answer that?
Yeah, you can answer that.
Well, Catherine, see, my birthday is going to be spent on, next year is going to be spent on the celebration, on the family reunion group cruise, and we are all going to a specialty dining. We're going to do the teppanyaki, the bonsai teppanyaki. But the steakhouse is a really good option. I think it makes it more cozy, unless you have a big group, and then do the main dining room.
Yeah. I have seen several people. I've even had my birthday celebrated in main dining. And I will say they make it special. They'll bring you out a cake. They'll give you the candle to blow out. It's the only time you'll see fire on the ship, typically. So but they make you blow out quick. so
I mean, it's the fastest you'll ever hear someone sing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah. Yeah. Except for like the what is it, the baked Alaska.
Baked Alaska doesn't come out on fire though.
Yeah, it does. When they show it off, they walk around with it on fire, and then they don't give it to you on fire. So, yeah.
Cool.
But no, it yeah. I think you can't really go wrong either way. But if you want something a little more intimate, then go. If you don't want 60 people watching you blow out your candles, don't go to main dining. That's what I'm getting at. So this next question is from the breakfast burrito.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hola, hombres. This is the breakfast burrito from Blue Iguana. I have a question for Thomas. Why you no love me?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, that was better
Thomas,
than I
why
thought I
you
was
no
gonna-
love him? Why you no love him?
Listen, breakfast burrito, aka Gary.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
I mean, the breakfast burrito was ranked number 4. I could have left the breakfast burrito off completely.
Now,
Yeah.
for the listeners that don't know what we're talking about, let's break this down.
Okay.
Mr. Kennedy did a list that is
On my
a
YouTube page.
Yeah, on his YouTube page over at the Lido Deck. And he listed the breakfast burrito as number 4 on his list, which
On the
blasphemy.
top 5 breakfast menu items, you know, I could have left it off and replaced it with something else.
There's nothing else you could replace that with.
Well, you know, whatever. I mean,
Oh, well, somebody, I don't know who that was, but somebody has taken issue with it. And so that's all I'm saying.
well,
is,
yeah, and taking issue with it for the past 20 weeks. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, let's listen to this next caller. His name is Gary. Let's compare the voices and see what we get here.
Hey guys, Gary again. 4th time, long time.
Even admitting it's
And
Gary.
just question this for all 3 of you. What do you enjoy most in your off time? What are some of your hobbies? What are some of your pastimes? Trevor, I know that you enjoy going to your Oklahoma Dodgers games, but other than that, you know, are you guys outdoorsmen? Do you prefer to video game? Do you prefer to watch movies, listen to radio? You know, give us a little bit of insight into your personal lives. Thanks again.
So he's wanting to know personal stuff and, you know, like
Yeah.
what we do besides
That was an actual
food.
question. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
My social security number
I think we
is
lucked out there. Yeah. I'll go. I practice karate in my off time. I am a black belt master of the 13th level in Miyagi-Do. And, and I don't know. Besides the Dodger games, I do go to quite a few Dodger games. That's been a recent thing for me, really. I love podcasting. Besides my work, which is stressful, I like to kind of unwind with something that's completely different from my work. So I disconnect like instantly. As soon as I clock out at work, I'm done with work. So I like podcasting. I like researching true crime cases. That's my other podcast. So I like doing that stuff and spending time with my family, you know, my good buddies that I got on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I read. I'm a very outdoorsy person. Trevor didn't say it, but he also likes to fish.
Yeah.
I like fishing, metal detecting, anything outdoors. I also look for reptiles and amphibians for photography called herping. And then, I mean, spend time with my daughter. That's about it.
Very cool.
Well, I mean, everyone knows that I'm Thomas, of course. But I enjoy, you know, in the spring and summer, well, halfway through the summer, I'll quit, but I like to go kayaking, either down the Illinois River, you know, or one of the lakes here, because there's 6 lakes within an hour's drive of me. I like fishing. I suck at fishing, but I like to fish. I like to go out and find little hole-in-wall restaurants to go try. and basically, just hang out and watch movies sometimes, a lot. I like to go to the drive-in during the summers, but other than
You
that,
also do a lot of volunteering.
Yeah, I do a lot of volunteering. I volunteer for Bugles Across America, and I did volunteer as a volunteer kayaker for the Tulsa Ironman this past year. That was interesting.
Well, for the Bugles, how many times have you done? Tell the listeners how many of those have you done? These are funerals that you're going to.
I sound taps at military funerals and military events, and I've sounded taps at over probably around 175 to 200 times I've sounded taps, and 150 of those were funerals.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So
it's I don't like to get thanks for it. I like to get into this. My thanks to the vets out there who did stuff that I wasn't able to because I was too fat and lazy. So
I get that. I too am fat and lazy. All right. Well, I'm not going to wait. I got another one that's labeled Gary number 2, but I think we'll save that one for last.
How many did we actually have of Gary's? Did you count?
I've got 3 total. So,
3 total.
Yeah. I think I was supposed to have gotten more. Honestly, I only see 3. So hopefully these are the good 3. So we're going to go over to Steve. And this is our good friend Steve he's from Texas. And so we got him on Facebook. He's a good friend. So here we go.
Hey guys, Steve from Denton. Fulfilled my obligations for subscriptions and also for all the episodes. So I am on my way. Question for you. Seeing that you guys have been both on the Dream and on the Breeze, which one is your preference and why? Is there really that much of a difference between the two? I know there's sister ships, but there's got to be some difference that makes them interesting. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep up the good work, and look forward to hearing myself on the pod.
Awesome.
Well,
First
actually,
of all,
I have never been on the Dream.
Oh, well, I have. But first, before we start this, Steve.
Welcome to level 2.
Welcome, sir.
To level 2.
Welcome. So, I love these buttons. So, okay. So most recently, my last 2 cruises were back to back or side to side, I guess you'd say, cruises. And I went on the Carnival Breeze, and then I went on the Carnival Dream. And I will say, and it's probably because the Breeze just got out of the dry dock like a few weeks beforehand. It was probably my favorite. Now, I was also married on the Breeze, so
doesn't that curse the Breeze for you?
It probably does, but I would say that is probably my favorite out of the 2. So,
I mean, I haven't been on the Dream, but I've been on the Magic and the Breeze, which the Magic is the middle sister. And she doesn't get a lot of love lately because the Breeze kind of outshines her sometimes, but she's still my favorite ship. But as far as the differences between the Breeze and the Magic are concerned, they're very, very slight differences. But I still like the Magic better because it's where I first experienced the Red Frog. I was on the third cruise out of Galveston whenever it first launched. We named it the Black Magic because something happened every time that we went on it. So, yeah. But
very cool. Well, yeah. There's something about the Dream right now. Just since I was on it last, it just feels a little older. I don't know what it is. It must be the dry dock situation. But I don't know. I just wasn't digging it. So.
Well, I mean, it is a 12-year-old ship.
I know. And like I said, the Breeze just got out of dry dock, so they got a whole new carpet, everything, a whole new non-smoking casino, and everything really nice, really, really looking good. So, all right, well, how about we go to Gary number 2? Now, this could be another Gary. This might be a different Gary.
I doubt it.
Okay, let's see.
Hey there, guys. First time, long time here. I'm Gary, and I just wanted to ask the question to Thomas. No, I'm just kidding. So, the real question is, when are you going to be considering doing your own group cruise? Do you have a certain time frame, or do you want it to be after you've eclipsed a certain amount of downloads or regular listeners? Or is it not even an option that's on the table? Just curious. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for all that you do for Carnival and the cruising world. Enjoy listening to all your podcasts. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to have to hit the clapping again.
And to answer your question, we actually never really thought about it.
Yeah, we'd never thought about it.
I mean, would you all be like a group cruise with just us? I mean, I don't know if we could plan a group cruise.
I don't know if we could either. I don't know. I don't like to bring things up with maybe people I've dropped beef with. I've been on a cruise with another podcast, not podcaster, but another YouTuber guy.
Yeah, I have. I've been on a cruise
you've been
with that same.
too. Anyways, and he had like a get together, and my biggest fear is if we had a get together or like a group cruise, it would be like his. So
I mean,
he had a fan meet and greet on the cruise, which I thought was hilarious. So,
I mean, the family reunion group cruise, even though it's it's Siobhan and Amanda's, it kind of feels like it's everyone, all the influencers that are going. Like you, Gary, who's going on that.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like that's more of like it's not just a single person, it's all of us doing it. So in a way, we invite our listeners to that because that is kind of like our thing. So if you guys want to join us, I'm in no way, and I'm saying, if you're a 70-year-old listener, do I not want you to come?
I hope not.
If Betty showed up, we're like, Toby! Oh, I've always wanted to meet you. I've always wanted to meet you.
Betty, back off.
No, I won't fuck off. You get away from me, Rebecca. I want to speak to Thomas Kennedy. He's my boyfriend.
No,
Yes,
he's not.
Yes, he
I've
is.
been his assistant for 50 years.
I don't care. He's
He
not even
hasn't been
50
alive
years
for
old.
50 years, but
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I would imagine that if that was the case, I would love that. If our listeners come and hang out and want to join us, we're going to be recording maybe a live episode or two on the Carnival celebration, and so that's going to be a lot of fun, and we could get other people involved. So, like, if you're like, hey guys, I'm level 4, which may be a thing by then. And we're like,
we don't even have rules for level 4 yet.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, oh my God, this is a level 4. We need to have him on the podcast. So, you never know. So I honestly, and I'm going to throw this out there too, Gary, is I want to invite you onto the show, but I also think it'd be fun for your first time on the show is all of us together. So
yeah.
I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's just my thought.
Okay, we'll strike that out then.
What are you striking out?
We'll talk about it later. No, it's not.
I can edit things out. What do you? What?
It was one of the suggestions for your fill-in while you're gone.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, we'll edit that out. Have you already sent him an invite?
Not yet. No, I was going to wait.
Oh,
I was going
oh.
to actually invite him.
Is this his invite?
No, because you said you wanted everyone. All three of us.
Yeah. Well, I would be
Let's
a little peeved if I missed
like
the Gary episode.
Okay, let's cut from where I went. Scratch him out.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. That was us rewinding. Anyways, so yeah, that's all the questions we have for today. I don't have any more. But guess what? This is a really cool service. We get 30 really cool voicemails a month. If you want to fill it with just random burps and stuff, that's fine. Just go to our Facebook page or look for the link in the description of this podcast. It is called SpeakPipe/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. And that's where you go to, or speakpipe.com. Anyways, you just got a button on there. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer. You do it, like I'm always like when I'm on the toilet, I can I'm always looking at Facebook. You can do it while you're on the toilet. So, very cool. We'll play you play your audio and on the podcast, and we'll see what we do there. So we'll answer your question. Anywho.
All right.
So what
That
do we
brings
have
us
next?
That brings us to Mr. Reese.
Reese. Hang on. Let me do a transition.
So is that going to be Reese's transition every time?
I don't know. I need to get a better transition.
I
for
demand
you, Reese.
intro music.
Yeah, you deserve it, sir.
That is some intro music right there. All right. The segment is called The History of Cruise Ships and Anything Cruising Related.
What?
All right. You guys ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Let's go.
This is the story of the Prinzessin Victoria Luis. Technically
Ooh.
speaking, the very first cruise ship. Built in 1901 by American Hamburg Company and commissioned by a fellow named Albert Balin. Albert Balin, born August 15, 1857. Born to Mother Buck and Father Scooter Balin. Not really their names, I couldn't find anything, but I looked up close. He was a German ship magnate who was dubbed the father of the modern cruise ship travel.
Oh.
Balin had a dream of luxury travel at the price of a ticket. And while working at the Hamburg Company, he eventually got to see his dream come to fruition. Hired in 1886 by the Hamburg Company and made general director in 1899, old Birdie Boy had noticed that there had been seasonal lulls in shipping, and this is when he came up with the idea for sprucing up the cargo ships just enough to be called uncomfortable, and then charged people to stay on them for a really long time. It wasn't an instant hit, but when the very first ship was built to be a cruise ship, the Prinzessin Victoria Luis, well, that's when things really started to take off, or set sail, rather. So when you're cruising, make sure to be thankful that they had upgraded from mattresses full of hay and a shared bucket for a bathroom. This has been the history of cruise ships and anything cruising related. Ooh, I messed up the outro.
Thank you, sir.
So
problem.
His parents' names didn't sound too German.
No.
I mean,
I literally
I liked
tried to
it, though.
find like his whole history and stuff. I wanted to get more on him.
well, I mean, if you like, I found that if you go to Find a Grave, they'll list his parents there too.
I mean, I'm betting his mom's name is Scooter.
Could have been. So,
It
yeah.
might have been Broomhilda.
Probably.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have on the table today, Mr. Kennedy? Was that it?
Well, I think since we're running at 40 minutes right now,
Oh,
we did
yeah.
have the top.
We-
We did have the top 5, or we could of things we do in Galveston.
Well,
But we
let's
can
push
put
that
that
off
off.
to next week.
Yeah.
We are going to do a Galveston episode. So, Galveston, Texas. I think Reese has even been there. Have you?
So Galveston, Texas.
Yeah. So,
Sweet.
very cool. So we're going to do kind of a tips and tricks episode next week that's all about Galveston, Texas. If you have a question for us about Galveston, Texas, or cruising out of Galveston, shoot that to us through the SpeakPipe thing, and go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We also have a group. Both are going to have the link to SpeakPipe. And yeah, so if you've got a question for us about Galveston or visiting Galveston or what you should or shouldn't do, definitely leave us the message and we'll get back to you on that one. So, and we'll play it and all that stuff. So all the jazz like we did today. So, but like I said, it's a Galveston filled episode. So we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts and all the fun that you can have there. So we thought it'd be fun to kind of update our list, and we're going to kind of start going back through the different ports of call or not ports of call, I guess the home ports or whatever. And we're going to kind of list the tips and tricks that we know of. So like we haven't cruised out of San Francisco, so I can't tell you anything there.
Which that could change for you.
Yeah, it could change for me in the future, hopefully next year. So
Yeah.
anyways,
Anywho.
well, that sounds like we are out of time.
Well, I mean, like you said earlier, you launched the Rigamaroo line this week. I'm not sure if we're going to launch another line for a little bit, but I do plan on having a new discount code out towards the end of the month. The other discount code will be expiring when this episode comes out. But the next discount code will be out like next week sometime. You know.
Okay. So expect a discount code at some point next week after this episode. I vote that the code is named Rigamaroo. And you have
That's
to
too
like
long.
figure out how that's even spelled. So anyways, so just know everybody, you're unique, you're special, and you're loved.
And remember, all the Rigamaroo that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
See ya. Oh,
Where did Reese just like?
he just drop out. He didn't even do the bye-bye. He was done with
He
us.
was just out. Wow.
I'll do it for him. Bye-bye.
Yeah.